Hello and welcome back to Broadside Gaming with me, Zug, and today is patch 15, the Traitor's Curse, which means the Veteran has been updated. So all builds that came before this are now rendered moot. So it's time to look at some new builds. So what are we going for? Well, this is what I've been using for the last couple of hours and it seems to work pretty well. We're going down the middle here for close order drill and confirmed kill. And then we're going over to the left for long shot, exhilarating takedown, and then through the middle to pick up the crack grenade. The crack grenade is still ridiculously overpowered and hilarious, so it's still my pick for what we're going with. We're picking up Grenade Tinkerer for more damage, Fire Team for 5% increased damage for allies and coherency, Demolition Stockpile for replenishing grenades, Voice of Command, Duty and Honor. They have nerfed this slightly. It used to be 100 toughness, now it's only 50, but it's still pretty good. And we're coming over to the right. We don't really want the melee damage boost, but what we do want is Riposticity and Onslaught. Remember, brittleness is basically the same as rending, except it is a buff for the entire team, but with rending, it is only a buff for you. So brittleness applies to the target, and everyone else in the team benefits from that brittleness debuff. And then we're coming down the middle here for Born Leader, Tactical Awareness, Iron Will for the Emperor, Bring It Down, Rending Strikes for 10% rending, Toughness Boost, and now we're getting into the new abilities. So anyone that's played Vermintide will understand what this is, but this is basically Salt Spire's tagging ability on the Witch Hunter Captain. So you will be needing to tag... Sorry about that. You'll be needing to tag elites, and every time you do, you'll gain this buff. Tagging an enemy applies the focus target stacks to them, causing them to take 4% additional damage for each stack, and resets your focus target stacks to 1. Basically, you are causing elites, monstrosities, and whatnot to take more damage every time that you tag them. I've changed my tagging key to C, as the middle mouse button on PC was massively annoying to use. And with this, we're also taking a target down. If an enemy you have tagged dies, you replenish 5% toughness and 5% stamina for every stack of focus target applied. And this is to you and allies in coherency. And then we've got redirect fire. If an enemy you've tagged dies, grants 1.5% damage for each stack. And you and your allies in coherency lasts 10 seconds. So this is a nice damage and toughness boost to you for every time something dies that you've tagged. You can go for focused fire to get your stacks to 8, but I'm still not sure what to get rid of from the tree to get that, because you would have to get rid of something. And everything that we've gone for at the moment, it's very close to the knuckle. But with this build, this is pretty much, you can take any gun you want with it. I'm still using the Recon Lasgun with Carapace, Crit Damage, Headhunter, and Infernus, along with the Chainsword with Flak, Maniac, Shred, and Wrath. I have changed over the Curios slightly. We're now using 2 Toughness Curios instead of 1, with Toughness Regeneration, Combat Ability Regeneration, and Extra Toughness. And that is the same on all of these, although this one's got health on it, but that's just because it's what it came with. And we're using 1 with health, with toughness, generation speed, toughness, and combat ability regeneration. So you'll be spamming Voice of Command every time it's off cooldown and keeping your team alive with it. If you wanted to go for a more lasgun focus build, I have got one of those as well. So it's pretty much starts out the same as the Voice of Command. But instead of going down into Onslaught, we're going down into Shock Trooper for some more ammo conservation. But as you can see, it's pretty much the same, except instead of going down to Onslaught, we're going down to Shock Trooper. But it's the same going down the middle. But this does give you Precision Strikes for 30% weak spot damage, and Shock Trooper, along with range damage bonus and toughness damage reduction. So you're slightly tougher with more ammo, but you do lose out on Onslaught and Riposticity. but these two little nodes aren't that important. So you trade up some damage for some longevity in the build, really. Both of them work really well. I have been using this version more than the Onslaught version, as it just keeps us in the fight, and also the 30% weak spot damage is quite a big buff, especially if you're using the Recon Lasgun, because we are aiming for the head most of the time to get the Headhunter debuff along with Infernus. And it works really well along with, say, if you're using the Hellbore or one of the Cantrell Lasguns, like the Mark 12 or the Mark 4. But if you want an autogun build, you just take the Onslaught version, and it works pretty well with all of those. So yeah, I hope this build serves you well. And if there is any updates, I will post them as quickly as I can, as the patch has only been out for a couple of hours, so this is early testing. But this seems to be working pretty well so far. So I hope you enjoy it, folks. And if you do, please like, subscribe, hit that little bell for notifications. It really does help us out. And feel free to check out the membership area, where there are now brand new emojis and fun things for members. So until next time, take it easy, and I will see you later.